Greetings, YouTube. Chase Culpepper went to get his picture taken at the DMV. Except the DMV personnel wouldn't let him have his picture taken. Why? He was wearing makeup. They made Chase remove his makeup before he could have his picture taken. The premise being that the DMV personnel considered the makeup on Chase to be a disguise. Let that sink in for a moment. A person went to the DMV wearing makeup and were told they could not have their picture taken because they had makeup on. Now, the name Chase is gender neutral. But I'm just going to throw it out there for you and let you guess what biological sex Chase is. Go ahead, take a gander. Chase is male. And DMV personnel decided that because Chase is male, he can't wear makeup in his DMV picture. Now, I want to know, did they make women that arrive in makeup take their makeup off? Or are women allowed to wear makeup? If I show up in a beard and immediately after I leave the DMV shave it off, will I be charged with having worn a disguise? Or if I arrive clean-shaven and the minute I leave, I begin to regrow my beard, would I also be accused of wearing a disguise? Obviously, there's a difference between the image and how I look on my day-to-day life. Well, guess what? At the moment, the picture on his license does not match how Chase looks in his day-to-day life. Because Chase wears makeup every day. That is who Chase is. And when you are presenting yourself as who you are, that is not a disguise. Now, I'm going to call WYFF4 on this as well. A warning, the video on this I'm going to link to is a video embedded in this. It's an automatic play video. I hate those, but it's there. Because the first paragraph, or first line, I guess, this is coming out of Anderson, South Carolina. A lawsuit is filed Tuesday on behalf of the upstate teen who was forced to take off his makeup for a driver's license picture despite the fact that he lives in girls' clothing and makeup every day. Well, guess what, folks? This is going to come as a shock to you, but clothing has no gender. Though they're not girls' clothing, that's Chase's clothing. That's the clothing Chase wears. So it's not girls' clothing. It's Chase's clothing. Clothing is gender neutral. Now, you could say that some clothing is traditionally worn by women. All right. Then you could say Chase's clothing gives the appearance of clothing traditionally worn by women. But it's not the possession of girls. It's in the possession of Chase. It's his clothing. He identifies as gender nonconforming, and Chase has every right in the world to dress any way he chooses, to wear makeup any day he wishes. And he is not wearing a disguise. He is presenting himself to the world the way he wants to. I saw something recently online, it could have been on Tumblr, I'm not positive, that said, in the event you see someone in public and you cannot discern their gender, he said, here's a simple list of steps that you can take in that circumstance. Step 1, it doesn't matter. And that's the whole point. Someone else's presentation has nothing to do with your comfort level. If you don't like the way someone else looks, look away. You are not required to look at anyone, and no one is required to live up to your standards. I don't even like the fact that we have nudity laws in America. I think they're pointless. I don't think anyone in public should be required to wear clothing if they don't want to. I don't think anyone should be required to dress in a particular manner to please other people. The intelligence of you may have noticed that this is the second week in a row I've been talking about presenting oneself the way you want to present yourself, and not being told by society how to present yourself. There's a theme here. But this is clearly a violation of this teen's rights. I can guarantee you that no woman has ever been asked to take off her makeup. Even if that was the only day she wore makeup out of the entire year, I can guarantee you no woman has ever been told to take off her makeup for a picture. Yet Chase was. And that's discrimination. That's the most basic definition of discrimination. Chase has been targeted because he did not fit someone else's definition of how Chase should look. And no one else gets to define how Chase looks. Nobody. Now, I am curious, if I arrived at this particular DMV, would they let me get my picture taken in this shirt? I mean, it's got pink.